SSLP says that it does three things. It connects schools, students, teachers. And that's really the essence of what it's all about. There's great joy in watching students from the different schools, 14 state schools, 4 independent schools coming together. The mutual support offered by teachers is fantastic to see too. Lots of professional development opportunities for them. And schools just support each other in confidence. It's a club of equals, a club of schools that look as if they're focused differently, but share so much, more than divides them.
The Southwark Schools Learning Partnership was set up back in 2003 as part of London Challenge. It was set up by 2 head teachers, one from a state school, one from an independent school. And since then, the partnership has gone from strength to strength. We're really proud to be a part of that. It's a unique collaboration of schools who all bring something together and all take something from the partnership. A great example being the Take a Seat competition with Tom Faulkner.
We had an opportunity that came our way to work with an amazing contemporary furniture designer, and it seemed exactly the right opportunity to work with the SSLP on.
We went to Tom Faulkner's studio. It was really eye-opening. They got to see the detail and how things are actually made. And then from that you could really see change in their designs.
When we went to the foundry, seeing how they actually put the chairs and all the different furniture together, it was something to take into consideration to actually make the chair something that could be built. It was no longer something that's in your head. You had to think practically about if it was going to be made, how could you design it such that the techniques they use in the foundry could be used to make your chair. This competition has given me a lot of confidence. A professional has made my chair, like someone who knows exactly what they're doing has brought my idea to life exactly how I want it to be, and it's just amazing.
The mix of the state schools and the private schools together is something that wouldn't often happen. And I think we're really lucky as part of the SSLP that we're able to combine different schools and people are able to learn from each other and see that there is actually no difference between either environment.
A real strength of our partnership is our ability to connect teachers across such a wide variety of institutions. We're able to provide all kinds of professional development opportunities, such as the training to lead debating clubs across many of our schools, which was sponsored by the Worshipful Company for International Bankers.
I'm learning that it's not always about putting your ideas out very fast. It's good to be calm and then wait for the best opportunity to put your ideas out. It helps us understand life. For example, we had a debate about race and how we should treat other people and religion. When I came to secondary school, the debate club really helped me to understand people.
Normally I'm not very good at speaking, but ever since I've started debating, I've been confident, and I've been better and better, and my mum's really proud of me.
We're able to connect schools and harness our collective strengths to deliver on projects that have impact across all of our schools for all of our young people. Examples of this would be the Anti-Racism Conference and the Thinking About series.
The Thinking About series, there are a series of webinars that occur every Tuesday, and they're hosted by a professional host who will talk about anything that interests them, a personal experience, or just something new to them that they want to share.
The benefits of the pupils coming together and working and collaborating from different schools is that it offers a broad range of perspectives and viewpoints towards the subjects that we're approaching.
The topic that I was doing was regarding the art of surgery, and we learnt a lot about how surgery can be improved in the future by using different AI or robotic techniques, for example.
I think that these Thinking About talks have made me a lot more discursive in my research, and it's also offered me a lot of experience in collaborating in these projects.
I've been to a few Thinking About talks in the past, and the one that stood out most to me was one about a refugee from South Sudan. So he came in and gave a very emotional story of his journey all the way traveling from South Sudan to England when he was around 6 years old. And this is something that I would never have encountered before in my A-level studies. There's someone's viewpoint when he was younger, and it really stood out to me.
We're all working to connect students with opportunities where they can learn together, such as music study days or preparing for Oxbridge examinations and medical exams.
I learned how to make links between outside reading and in-school reading, and I learned how to adapt myself to different situations. The best bit was having discussions and talking about ethical issues that happen within the hospital. It replicated the conditions and the way in which the interview was set up. So yeah, being in like a confined space, so I felt more at ease at the building. Just made me explore things that I haven't thought about.
For us, SSLP is being connected to our wider network and actually not seeing other schools as competitors, but supporting each other. We can plug the gaps of the things that we can't always provide for our students. So that could be university preparation, it could be even help with teaching and learning. Nothing prepares them better than a mock interview at another school where they don't know the person, where they have a time. And that is just one layer of it that's fantastic for us. But what is great about SSLP is that I don't have to dig out a little black book of contacts. It's not reliant on who I know or who people in the school know. It means that we can just ping out an email to Katie, and sometimes within 12 hours we've got 3 interviews lined up.
Having the mock interview wasn't really calming my nerves, because I was like, there could literally be 1,000 things they could ask. I remember Googling on Student Room for previous questions. I was like, oh, I don't know how to answer this. But having a mock interview kind of just settled my nerve and said, I'm kind of slowly eased into it, not just thrown in the deep end.
Regardless of where you're from and regardless of what your background is, it is, dare I say, the responsibility of us as teachers to open those barriers, if there are barriers, and create those opportunities. It's something that needs to be embedded in education and not seen as an extra, but actually seen quite often as the catalyst for the next stage of their lives. It is those light bulb moments that are critical for actually also getting the students more engaged in the classroom.